like when you like kind of socialize, network people, this stuff which don't really have a specific naming. This I don't know, corporate system of naming the job. Actually, but overall, what I'm doing is basically promoting African, West African culture and Caribbean culture because I think they are connected in some way, which is also part of my like academic work because I'm doing now a PhD on Warsaw University in African Studies Department. Where I write a thesis about influence of West African culture in Caribbean contemporary music and culture in general. So yes, I'm connected to these two cultures and two continents, I would say. Basically, I'm focused more on this English part of Africa, West Africa, so it's Nigeria and Ghana. And Caribbean is mostly like Jamaica, but like Trinidad, Tobago also. I have some contacts there, even though I never been to Trinidad. I'm planning to go to Haiti when the conflict is finished. So that's what.
All right, thank you so much. That's really interesting. When you talk about music, I have always told people and I've always promoted Afrobeat. When you talk about Afrobeat and you talk about the Caribbean, I will say, well, most of everything about the Caribbean culture was actually taken from Africa. We don't need to go deep into the history now. We all know how it all started. So now this is about your work, your collaborations. Could you tell us more about your collaborations with people related to the entertainment industry? I understand that you've been to Jamaica and you've been to Nigeria. So what is the music like?
Yeah. Well, first I started from Jamaica. So in Jamaica, I made two videos. One for Harry Toddler, is like an old school dancehall artist, and for new school, like more street crew dancer. Now they are quite famous. They are popping in Europe and like in US.
What do you call their name?
Riffical Team Dancer. I made a song for OG Godzilla. Now he has this name. He was Riffical twice before.
Okay.
Now he has his own crew because these people like change their crew sometimes. They have some beefs and they change their names. But he is a very, very famous dancer. I think now he's living in France, Paris, but like he's traveling. He's always on the road.
Okay.
So I made Bad Word song for them. Like it was like not only his song, but like everybody, like TG Riffical, Ramos Riffical, and like it's like Gage Riffical. I think 7 people over there. And the girlfriend of Riffical Tries Caterpillar was also like part of this team, and generally like people from the yard, all the yardies are also part of Riffical team. So it was like a big group video. So this I made, and having these 2 videos, I also started to do documentary about them, about this particular team, because in Jamaica you have a lot of crews like that. Like the famous one is Black Eagle. They are not from Kingston, but this one is strictly like from the ghetto Kingston side, from Lyndhurst Road. But there are a few cancers, like few groups like this. But I started this documentary with them and with Elite Team. They are also from Kingston.
Okay. So what about your trip to Nigeria? What was it about? Was it connected to entertainment and Afrobeat?
Yeah, so my first trip was more connected to like entertainment and film. The second one, which I had this year, was also part of Afrobeat, but I was more focusing on the party scene and the club scene. So I was mostly participating in like night parties and going out. I was basically the only one, a white person, like one Oimbo in the club, the place where I was living. Actually, it was the same place, Omole Face, Judo Burger, where I was the first time. So already had some contacts, and in this time I had already new contacts, mostly like Yoruba people, but some Igbos as well. So I was like rolling with them. I met like Bale, the Omole, like also the chieftaincy, okay, from there, which is basically like still is still very important for people living there, okay, even if the government is not really much appreciating this chieftaincy tradition. Yes, when I came to Nigeria, to Lagos, first time I met, because I showed my videos, these two music videos which I talk about, and this documentary with vertical team from the yard from the dance classes they make for white people, because basically this is their hustle. They really make a good money from classes because they are now really very famous in Japan, Canada, everywhere. That's really amazing thing for people from ghetto. That's a very good advancement for them and very good hustle for them as well. So I showed this video, and I met this very famous Nigerian filmmaker, Clarence Peter.
Okay, Clarence.
Basically, I didn't even have any contact to meet him. I just wrote an email before I went there. So I just I sent him our portfolio, and I said, yeah, I was in Jamaica, I'm doing this. I finished documentary film school because I was also accepted in this time to San Francisco School of Digital Filmmaking, again with the Riffical Team project. So I was in the middle of, I never went there at the end, but they chose my project and they chose me to be like a director over there. So yes, I met with him in his studio. His studio was actually in the same area in the Omole phase where I was living.
That's in Ikeja district of Lagos.
Yes, Ikeja, exactly, yes. Ojudu Burger. Actually, yes, it's in mainland, so it's not basically the place where white people live. They live in the more posh parts of the town, like Lekki, Victoria Island. So I was actually, when I met some people in the Victoria Island, they were always like, wow, like it's very strange that you are living there, because most of the people basically in Nigeria have no tourism. So it's completely different situation than in Jamaica, when you have dance tourism, dancehall tourism, DJ tourism, like general tourism to Negril and everywhere. There's nothing like that happening in Nigeria, as I noticed at least. And as I know from the embassy, there's no tourism happening over there. So basically, any people from Europe or America who go there, it's expats on contracts, like some business people, like some, people having contracts in the big construction companies, IT companies. I knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of I think I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. I spent like all my life like in Lagos, so I could tell you Lagos in and out. But now what I'm trying to stay on one particular thing here, and that's about your own your works that has to do in connection with Afrobeats. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break. Don't go away, stay with us, and when I come back, I would like to talk to you about your from your travels, from your experience outside Poland. How do you see Afrobeats in Poland? Okay, so don't go away. Yeah, just hold on. That will be after the short break. Don't go away. Stay with me, okay? All right, thank you.